In this video, we're going to explore the historical Wilmington Downtown. In this video, we're going to talk about historical Wilmington Downtown. We're going to be doing a driving tour today. We have tons of people reach out to us on a daily basis asking us kind of what the streetscape looks like. And instead of just explaining it to you, I'm going to go ahead and drive through Wilmington Downtown, give you a few talking points along the way. My name is Jake Wyer with eXp Realty. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out immensely, bring content just like this to you. If you are looking for information about Wilmington, North Carolina, you're thinking about making a move, or maybe just a visit, our entire channel is set up with just Wilmington and the surrounding area information. So we have almost 100 videos on our channel. Check us out. Wait till all the way to the end. We're gonna have some additional clips coming on so you can go ahead and click straight to some other videos that we do. So let's go ahead and get started with the tour right now. So, we're gonna go and let this guy go first though. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get down here on Front Street. That is kind of the main drag as far as just walkable commercial downtown district goes. You're gonna see it up ahead at the end of this street. That's a portion of the Riverwalk that basically runs 4 miles along the Cape Fear River and goes the full length of the historical downtown. So we're turning onto Front Street right now. So this will give you a little bit of idea kind of what the main drag looks like. Keep in mind that we're the February 1st today, 10 a.m. So it's very early. It's 47 degrees right now, so this is actually extremely cold for us here in the south, so you're not going to see a ton of people out and about right now, but I thought this would be a valuable, just kind of a quick little drive down here. And actually, I'm going to show you, this is Market Street, the very end of Market Street. It dead ends into the Cape Fear River right here. They're doing a little bit of construction here, some renovations. This is the horse-drawn carriage that kind of does the tour through downtown. And people always ask me and Lexi kind of like what brought us to Wilmington, what really made us move from Southern California. And you know, we came down to go ahead and tour the area. This is kind of like right from the airport. We drove down Market Street, right down here to the Cape Fear River, down to the Riverwalk. This is the Riverwalk part of it, right in front of you. That's the battleship across the river right there. And you know, to be honest with you, like this is really what sold us. We drove into downtown. We sat down at one of the local little bars down here, had a quick drink and a bite to eat, and you know, it's charming, I guess is probably the best word to describe it. And we came from San Diego, and the downtown's much bigger. It's a much bigger metropolitan area, but with that comes a much more crowded situation in the downtown, which includes your parking, your costs, everything else that comes with that, unfortunately. So we didn't really use the downtown in San Diego near as much as we used the downtown here in Wilmington, North Carolina. And partly it has to do with crowds. Even in summertime, when this is at peak season and tons of tourists, it's still, you can see the kind of the parking looks like right now. There's tons of street parking. There's multiple parking decks that always have parking as well. The parking is very affordable, so it makes it just a much easier environment to enjoy. And you can see it's very walkable. So we're in this kind of the southern portion of the historical downtown, and we're driving up Front Street right now, going towards the north end of the historical downtown. And you're going to see a lot of repurposing of historical buildings, like for instance this one that we're coming up here on the corner. The Mauritian building was a bank. As you can see, it looks very bank-like. It's now a poorhouse, so kind of a cool little spot to stop and get a beer. And one thing you're going to notice as we're driving, it's like someone's learning to parallel park. This may take a couple times, I think. Okay. So you can kind of notice a little bit with the historical downtown, the streetscape, the businesses that are located here, as we pass the Waffle House, of course. But for the most part, the majority of these buildings, the downtown does a really good job, and Wilmington in general does a really good job of trying to promote local business and trying to keep the character of the area kind of intact. So they do a good job of limiting the amount of corporate kind of franchises you're going to see kind of based in the downtown and in a lot of the areas in downtown. We're going to be coming up right now. This is actually the Cape Fear Community College campus. Kind of a cool location, really, in my opinion, for a community college right here in the downtown. So we're getting into the northern portion of it. And this is something I try to explain to people a lot when they're thinking about the area and thinking about moving to the area, is kind of the layout of the downtown. The northern end of the downtown really is kind of a bit more modern than the southern portion. They did a really good job preserving in the southern portion. The northern end of it, you're going to see a lot more modern tilt-up concrete buildings, a lot more modern, more high-rise structures down on this end of things. This is also where they just opened up the live wire amphitheater down on the Cape Fear River Walk. We're actually be coming up on that here in just a second. But you can kind of get an idea. I try to explain this to a lot of people that the north end of the downtown is really developing. There's a ton of construction going on, and then it's going to be a lot more of a modern streetscape in the northern end of things. So we just passed the convention center. These are luxury lofts that they just put up here on the riverfront. There's also going to be a luxury boathouse community down here in the harbor. So the downtown actually is kind of cool that we have kind of a river feeling town, a port town, true port town historically speaking, on the historical downtown. And it very much feels that way, and there's a lot of preservation to keep it that way. And then on the other side of town, just 25 minutes away, it's very modern, more of the Mayfair area and the total beach town. So it's kind of, in my opinion, a really kind of cool combination of having both of those things. As you can see, this is a little bit more of the construction that's going on right here. In the distance, you can see the amphitheater. And just up ahead there, some more of, like I was saying, the modern kind of tilt-up concrete structures. This area right here that we're passing through right now, that looks like a desolate wasteland, is actually being held by the city for a northern gateway project. So this is going to be a statement piece that the city's holding on to this piece of land here for when you come in to the downtown area. You're going to have a very nice entryway at some point. Not yet, as you can see, but that's the plans. And we're coming up here. This is going to be the Wilson Center. There's going to be a lot of really good plays are put on here, live entertainment. We've had a few of the game shows kind of set up here, like Price is Right and things like that, which is always kind of fun. And up ahead, you're going to see some of the spires from the area's many churches. We're definitely in the Bible Belt here. There were laws that prohibited people from building higher than the highest church spire. I think that is since been changed, of course, but that's kind of why they still have such a prominent spot on the skyline here. We're going to be coming up on this parking structure up here on the right is actually attached to the Downtown City Library. There's a very large project going in. They're going to be moving the Cape Fear Museum, Children's Museum down here on this side and redoing the library completely, so it's going to be a state-of-the-art facility with a giant rooftop deck. It's just kind of some of the many things that they're doing in the downtown that are exciting. This downtown is going to be a really cool spot for years and years to come. This is the courthouse up here coming up on the left, but I'm hoping this kind of gives everybody a little bit of a feel for what the downtown is. The city's done a really good job, in my opinion, as far as what they've done to preserve things. I'm gonna go and park here, but they've done a really good job as far as what they've tried to preserve in the downtown area. They've kept a lot of the very unique history of the area, and then they've allowed quite a bit of kind of new construction to come in as well. So I think the downtown for a lot of years to come is going to be a really cool place. They've done a really good job keeping it walkable. So if you're looking for an area that is walkable, has a ton of great restaurants, really good kind of entertainment, the historical downtown might be a spot for you. It has some beautiful historical homes around the periphery of it. And like I said, it's not a huge area and doesn't get insanely crowded. There are events, of course, down here, like the Azalea Fest and things like that, where it does get very crowded down here, but they're pretty few and far between. So for the most part, like I said, when we moved from San Diego, California, we barely used the downtown. Now we're down here pretty often, enjoying the restaurants, enjoying what the nightlife is down here. So if you have any questions about Wilmington in general, the surrounding areas, if you're thinking about making a move down here, if you're just thinking about visiting, reach out to us if you have any questions on anything. Like I said, our channel is specifically based just about Wilmington, North Carolina. If you're looking for information, like I said, we have about 100 videos on our channel. So take a look at that. We're going to have some links at the end of this video, so stay tuned if you want to see a little bit more. Again, my name is Jake Wyer with EXP. Thanks for tuning in.